You've probably heard it a million times. See a doctor if you have weird symptoms. But what if I told you that for some of the most serious cancers, the moment you finally notice a symptom, it might already be too late? It's a scary thought, but it's a medical reality. There's a saying in medicine, it's not cancer that kills us, it's cancer found late. For so many of these diseases, the difference between stage 1 and stage 4 is everything. Take lung cancer. The 5-year survival rate for early stage is over 60%, which is really good. But once it spreads, that number collapses to just 7%. The good news? You don't have to wait for a symptom. Science has given us a powerful, proactive tool: cancer screening. These are tests that can find cancer in its earliest, most treatable stages, long before you'd ever feel a thing. This is different from cancer prevention, which we will discuss in another video. Today, we're breaking down 5 key cancers you can catch before it's too late. This is life-saving information. We'll cover the tests, who needs them, and when. This is about giving you the power to take action and potentially save a life, maybe even your own. And hey, if this is the kind of straightforward health info you appreciate, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. First up is a cancer that is surprisingly detectable, yet it's still the second leading cause of cancer deaths. We're talking about colorectal cancer. So, what's the danger here? In a word, silence. Colorectal cancer almost always starts as a tiny, harmless growth called a polyp. These polyps can hang out in your colon for years, slowly growing and turning cancerous without causing a single symptom. By the time you notice issues, like changes in bowel habits or abdominal pain, the cancer may have already dug deep or spread. But here's the kicker. It can take 10 to 15 years for a polyp to become cancer. That's a massive window of opportunity to stop it cold. The solution is screening, and you've got great options. The gold standard is the colonoscopy, because it's the only test that can both find and remove polyps in the same go. But there are also excellent, less invasive stool-based tests you can do from the comfort of your own home, like the FIT test. So, who and when? The American Cancer Society and the US Preventive Services Task Force both recommend that average-risk adults start screening at age 45. If you have a higher risk, like a family history, your doctor might want you to start even sooner. And let's just demystify the colonoscopy for a second. You're comfortably sedated while a doctor uses a small scope to check things out. If they find a polyp, they remove it right then and there. And thanks to modern medicine, you won't feel or remember a thing. The most important step is just to get it done, so talk to your doctor about which test is right for you. Number 2 on our list is the most common cancer in women, not counting skin cancer: breast cancer. Now, thanks to major awareness and screening efforts, death rates have dropped. But catching it early is still the name of the game. With breast cancer, it's all about size and timing. A tumour found when it's small and contained in the breast is incredibly treatable, with a 5-year survival rate of over 99%. But as a tumour grows, it can spread to nearby lymph nodes and then travel to other parts of the body like the bones, lungs or brain. We don't want to wait until a lump is big enough to be felt, because by then, it may have already started its journey. The solution is a mammogram, a low-dose X-ray of the breast. It can spot tumours that are way too small for you or your doctor to feel. Most places now use 3D mammography, which gives an even clearer, more detailed picture. Who needs one and when? This is a perfect example of why you need to chat with your doctor. The American Cancer Society suggests that women at average risk have the choice to start yearly mammograms at age 40. They recommend annual screening for ages 45 to 54, and then switching to every other year after that. If you're at higher risk, screening might involve MRIs and start much earlier. The process itself is fast. Yes, it involves some brief, uncomfortable compression, but the whole thing is usually over in about 20 minutes. A few moments of discomfort is a tiny price for a test that can find cancer years before it becomes a real threat. Next up is one of the biggest success stories in modern medicine, preventing cervical cancer. This disease shows just how powerful screening can be. The threat is a slow, silent progression driven by an extremely common virus, HPV, or the human papillomavirus. Nearly all cervical cancers are caused by a persistent HPV infection. Now, the virus is incredibly common, and most of the time your immune system fights it off. But sometimes it sticks around and causes cells in the cervix to become abnormal. Over many years, those precancerous cells can turn into cancer, all without any symptoms until the disease is advanced. The solution is screening that catches the problem before it's even cancer. The American Cancer Society's preferred strategy is a primary HPV test, which directly detects the virus. A Pap test, which looks for abnormal cells, is also a great option. Guidelines are always evolving with the science. The ACS now recommends starting screening at age 25 with an HPV test every 5 years. It's worth noting that different organizations have slightly different age recommendations, which is another great reason to have that conversation with your doctor. And remember, you should get screened even if you've had the HPV vaccine, as it doesn't cover all strains of the virus. The test itself is quick and simple, done during a routine pelvic exam. It might be a little uncomfortable, but it literally takes seconds. This isn't just about finding cancer early, it's about preventing it from ever happening in the first place. Number 4 is the undisputed heavyweight champion of cancer deaths worldwide, lung cancer. It takes more lives than colon, breast, and prostate cancers put together. And its deadly reputation comes from one simple fact: it's almost always found late. The threat is its quiet, aggressive nature. Your lungs don't have many nerve endings, so a tumor can get surprisingly large without causing any pain. By the time symptoms show up, like a cough that won't quit, chest pain, or coughing up blood, the cancer is often in an advanced stage. But for the first time, we have real hope. The breakthrough is a low-dose CT scan, or LDCT. It's a special type of scan that uses minimal radiation to create a detailed picture of your lungs, allowing doctors to spot tiny nodules that could be early-stage cancer. Now, this screening is not for everyone. It's specifically for a high-risk group. The American Cancer Society recommends annual screening for people between 50 and 80 who have at least a 20-pack-year smoking history and either still smoke or have quit in the last 15 years. A pack year is just a way to measure smoking. 1 pack a day for 20 years is 20 pack years. So is 2 packs a day for 10 years. The scan is fast and totally painless. You just lie on a table that slides into a large, donut-shaped machine for a few seconds. No needles, no dyes. For those who qualify, this simple scan can completely change the story of lung cancer from a late-stage tragedy to an early, treatable diagnosis. Finally, at number 5, we have the most common cancer in men besides skin cancer, prostate cancer. This one's a bit different because the debate around screening is more nuanced, making it a perfect case for shared decision-making with your doctor. The challenge with prostate cancer is that it has a split personality. On one hand, many prostate cancers are so slow-growing they might never cause any harm. On the other, some forms are aggressive and can become life-threatening. To make matters trickier, early symptoms like urinary issues are often the same as symptoms for a benignly enlarged prostate, which is super common in older men. The solution starts with a conversation centered around a simple blood test called the PSA test. PSA is a protein made by the prostate, and levels can rise when cancer is present. But, and this is a big but, PSA can also be high for other reasons, like an infection. Because of this, major guidelines emphasize that the decision to test is a personal one. So who and when? The talk with your doctor should start at age 50 for average risk men. If you're at high risk, which includes African American men and those with a close relative diagnosed before 65, that chat should happen at 45. The test is just a standard blood draw. The real work is in figuring out what the results mean for you. A high PSA doesn't automatically mean cancer. It means it's time for more discussion and maybe more tests. The goal here isn't to just test everyone, but to arm you with the right info to have a smart conversation with your doctor about what makes sense for your health. So there you have it, 5 major cancers where we can flip the script. Colorectal cancer with colonoscopies, breast cancer with mammograms, cervical cancer with HPV and Pap tests, lung cancer with LDCT scans for high-risk folks, and prostate cancer, which starts with a PSA discussion. The message today is simple: empowerment. Waiting for symptoms is playing defense with your health. Screening is playing offense. It's the single most powerful thing you can do to protect your future. Your next step is easy. Schedule a checkup and ask your doctor, based on my age, family history, and lifestyle, which cancer screenings are right for me. That one conversation can make all the difference. If you found this helpful, please pay it forward. Share this video with someone you care about, a parent, a partner, a friend. You never know whose life you might change. And consider subscribing for more health information that puts you in the driver's seat. Thanks for watching. Be proactive and be well.